Aloha, aloha, aloha. Welcome to a new lesson. Today, we're gonna do Sparkle Quest. I'm not sure how it's gonna take, but yeah, I think this quest even can go for too long that you can anticipate or be too solid. Hope that I can cover that in a major amount of time. Anyway, yeah, I think her banner isn't up yet. Let me check. Oh, come on. No. Okay, I just wanted to check the banner, but then yeah, her banner is still up for 2 weeks. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna do this today. Tomorrow we're gonna continue with trials, and yeah, I think this is kinda all. So next week we're gonna return to survive. Actually, no, I think we're gonna continue with the other game that I kinda started and just wanted to see it through. Okay. I gonna put this one aside because to be honest, I don't know which DMs to say are the ones I need to unlock because I don't want to do side quests now. I prefer to do the main story first before I can do the rest. Okay. Although I'm kind of confused when exactly this has happened because you know.
Hello there.
Huh? Oh, hello, long title. Hello, Amanda. Wait, did you sub me on Twitch or YouTube? I think to see it. Maybe it's... Hello. Hmm. What was I? Oh yeah, talking about this quest because doing the trailers or you know the main story, we kind of ended in a cliffhanger and. Mm, although I saw someone was in my room for some reason, I don't know because something feels off. Did someone get me? No, anything seems alright. Yeah, I kinda am all over the place. But thank you for the sub. Wait, was that the sub or I didn't get? Maybe I should actually put those longer. Something to do. Who's that? Oh, I kinda saw these characters around like, are these robots or what? Okay. Okay, let's see what is the deal. Wait, is this supposed to be? Wait, we're gonna. Okay, I'm not sure because it's kinda 2-in-1 quest. Okay. Wait, why did the music stop? Okay, so we have the mighty Tasken and these fellas. So I guess I'm gonna be okay with just. Okay. I guess we're gonna add Just why do the music just stops? There, Blaze of Gaso. Sorry, reason to say, and one more. Oh, you know, why not clap? Hmm. Yeah, I think. Oh, you know, why not heal up the OG one? Okay, this would be okay.
In my estimation, there is no question about it. This is murder.
Wait, mother in the dreamscape?
Murder. Such a foreign word to us.
Huh?
The people of Penacony could never come to any harm while under the watchful protection of the family. In a dream, even if you're bashed 1,000 times with a hammer, at worst, you'll still wake up in reality in a hotel.
Not necessarily. Even if the result does not constitute harm, the criminal intent is clear enough. You specifically came here to cordon off the scene because of the unsavory nature of this case, right?
Why is he here? Is simple or sparkle simple? Even when I hate the fact that it's him.
You're not wrong. Even if there are no casualties, being smashed over the head with a hammer in the middle of the street for no reason at all? This is not the kind of thing that happens on Penacony. You are guests of the Oak family, so you may investigate the crime scene. I'll be on standby over here.
Are you a witch? Just how did you manage to convince them in the blink of an eye that we're some kind of detectives?
Okay, we are in of an explanation, tell the truth. Okay, this is gonna be a little complicated.
Just some suggestions at the memory level. If something happens in everybody's memory, then that something becomes a fact. Rather than hearing endless explanations, would you like to experience it for yourself?
No, no, no. Hey, you can save that for the enemy.
Then on to the next order of business. Let's discuss your companion, shall we?
Memo Keeper of the Garden of Recollection. I've been watching you for quite some time.
Wait, this is the real one? Please tell me he's not gonna be a major player in this story. I don't like Simple. But what is this?
You stole a glance at me when you first entered the hotel. You followed me wherever I went inside the dreamscape. In the windows along the commercial street. In the pond water reflections of the Ideen Park. Even in the reflections of the wine glass. Everywhere. My dear, do you have a crush on me? Well then, seeing as you're so interested in me, let's play a little game. I left a puzzle for you near OT Mall. Solve it and prove that you're capable of pleasing me. If you can solve it, then we can talk. Don't leave me waiting, my dear. Before Penacony gets flipped upside down, try to find me, catch me, and stop me.
Oh boy.
There's actually more than one Memo Keeper who's come to Penacony.
Eh?
She's mixed me up with someone else. But no harm, no foul.
Wait. Wait, there are two? Ooh, I think they're gonna appear in the story later on. Or maybe it will be one of those extra that just add on for filler. Hey, I knew the
The address that the mask gave you was right here. But you never would have thought that when Miss Sparkle mentioned a game, she was talking about wanton slaughter on the streets of Penacony. Such a direct act of provocation is enough to get my competitive side worked up too.
Madam, forgive me. I had no idea about anything she said. As you saw, I went through a brain scan and everything.
Huh? Okay, something seems wrong because since when do she has a competitive self and she... Again, why is Ember here?
I'm just a friend, helping her deliver a letter. That's all. I never knew this was actually a declaration of warfare. They say you shouldn't kill the messenger. So, maybe you can just, let me go. You all are the big shots here. I'm really not on your level.
Liar. You have an agenda.
What a frightened look you have. Don't worry. Since this has nothing to do with you, I won't be suspecting you of anything. Why don't you come take a stroll with me?
Oh, seems like I can't escape being an assistant detective. Oh, fine. It's all fine. No big deal.
Huh. Huh.
If there's anything you'd like to know, please ask away.
Who was the victim?
An IPC employee named Shamari. Eyewitnesses reported that a tall, strong man wearing a large robe with long sleeves walked right past Shamari, then suddenly assaulted him with a hammer. Shamari collapsed on the spot and woke up from the dream. The murderer vanished in a flash.
Ooh, that sounds just like Sparkle. Her best asset is transforming her appearance to look like someone else.
Okay, I was about to say no way. She's not taller, but then she's one that can just save she.
Who are those two little guys?
Seems like the assailants stole the troop from elsewhere and deliberately placed them here. What nerve. They don't even have the slightest consideration for public order. Those two have clammed up. I wonder if you two could help pry open their mouths.
Looks like a puzzle that Sparkle has left behind for you.
Any leads yet?
This is a developing case, so there aren't many clues yet. All we have to go by are the weapon used by the assailant and the victim's ID. They didn't even take the weapon with them. Sounds like they're trying to provoke us. Despicable.
Where's Mr. Shamari right now? I'd like to meet him.
I'm afraid you can't. The Oaks came forward and calmed him down. Mr. Shamari expressed that he understands the unpredictable nature of dreams, and went on to vacation in another dreamscape.
Well, sadly, I'm gonna tell you now. They'll die in the dreamscape, not in the real life. And actually, I'm kind of curious how the story gonna climax, to say. In the dream world or the real world, to say. I'm not be surprised if it's gonna be like a third version of the map where it's the semi-real realm, to say.
Best not to bother him. Guest experiences always have to come first.
Oh, I'm afraid by the time we find him, half of Penacony will have been sent back to reality by Sparkle.
Looks like we'll have to play this little game of sparkles then.
Will of preservation.
Make a wish.
Lady Black Swan, you're here! I'm the constable, and this here assisting me is the bailiff for this case. Mr. Coldfeet, why'd you do it?
Why do this sound familiar?
So they can talk after all. Miss Black Swan, they're heading straight for you.
Don't interrupt, I wasn't talking to you. Ahem. I understand Lady Black Swan has quite the intellect. I'm sure you'll be able to get to the bottom of the Sparkle murder case.
The Sparkle murder case? Wasn't the victim Shamari from the IPC?
You're wrong, Lady Black Swan. The victim is evidently none other than the matriarch of the Goldhammer family, Miss Sparkle Goldhammer.
Oh.
Really?
I guess Miss Sparkle has written herself into the skit here, and this has nothing to do with the actual case. Goldhammer? Is that her real surname?
Never heard of it. Sounds made up. Sparkle doesn't sound like a real name either.
Miss Sparkle was supposed to receive 3 valiant warriors at the Goldhammer residence today, but upon their arrival, all they found was her body. Miss Sparkle had been smashed over the head by a hammer and died on the spot. Such a brutal act of violence. My investigations discovered that the 3 warriors were supposed to escort supplies back to their territory the day before, but they were unexpectedly ambushed by the Annihilation Gang. They narrowly escaped and barely got away with their lives,
Hello.
finding their supplies almost
Is
completely
this gonna be a
raided.
teaser?
So they all shared a motive for killing Miss Sparkle, to escape punishment.
So the 3 of them teamed up to kill her.
Huh?
Is the case closed?
No, there can only be one murderer. It's not an unsolved mystery if there are 3 murderers. Hang on, wait.
If you can't justify it, don't bother.
Got it! Those 3 were all vying against each other to be number 2. They couldn't have cooperated on anything. So it must have been one of them acting alone.
That actually doesn't make much sense. Even if they were on bad terms, those 3...
Please begin your investigation, Lady Black Swan. There are lots of clues at the crime scene that are sure to help you apprehend the real culprit. I've got the case file right here. If you want to learn more about the suspects, talk to me. Lady Black Swan, allow me to introduce the 3 suspects to you. Lefton, Zhongshan, and Wright. Lefton is one of Miss Sparkle's chief lieutenants, whose right hand was unfortunately severed while he was valiantly fighting off the Annihilation Gang. He's now learning how to write and hold a fork with his left hand. How tough that must be!
Okay, now I need to check now. Okay, let me check. Nice one. Huh?
Then there's Zhongshan. This guy's a coward who ran away as soon as a group spotted some bandits along the road. He ended up smashing into the side of a cliff and getting his face disfigured. It's a real shame, as he used to be one of the rare handsome men left around town. Last of all comes Right. This guy was so insatiably greedy that he still came back to try and embezzle the rest of the supplies after they narrowly escaped with their lives, lying about how the gang had taken off with everything. Lefton and Zhongshan were so incensed that they broke his legs.
Hang on, I'm confused here. Left on? Right? Is this some kind of joke?
Oh, I think it's gonna be some kind of joke, but I may not get it because one, English is not my nature, my region of speaking, and second, this has to be from Chinese to maybe English and try to left and right.
What? Where did you get that idea from? Do you need me to go over it all again?
Got it. But it sounds like Mr. Assistant Detective has his own misgivings. Would you like to go over it again?
Lefton is one of Miss Sparkle's chief lieutenants, whose right hand was unfortunately severed while he was valiantly fighting off the Annihilation Gang. Then there's Zhongshan. This guy's a cap. Last of all comes Right. That's all the intel we have on.
Look, an ID card. Talent Motivation Department, Shamari. Is this the victims?
That is a big. Couldn't you use just a card ID? I think they actually have that. Why the mountain of weapons?
Mr. Shamari's belongings should have disappeared alongside him as he woke from the dreamscape. The fact that this ID is here means Miss Sparkle placed it here on purpose to prove that she definitely attacked someone.
Oh, that is a nice detail. Because Parker even her phone dissolved. Okay, what's it doing to him?
Holy moly! This hammer is super heavy. This must be the murder weapon for the Sparkle murder case.
Miss Sparkle also used it to attack Mr. Shamari.
I'm barely able to lift this using both hands. I have no idea how Sparkle could ever use this to hit a target. Is that all the evidence? How are we meant to solve this with so little to go on? Oh, you scared me! When did you pop out?
The two pieces of evidence that you found are related to the attack on Shamari. Miss Sparkle didn't leave them lying around for no reason. They're clues to the puzzle.
Why speak to the third person?
There are still some other clues that were placed in other areas, so they won't spoil the crime scene.
Isn't that a bit unnecessary?
No. It's disruptive to have a stack of irrelevant things crowding a crime scene. Miss Sparkle is a law-abiding citizen who'd never bring extra trouble to the family.
Yeah, sure.
Seems quite
Sure.
nice of her, if you ask me.
Looks like Miss Sparkle is adding a little spice to the investigation. Let's take her up on her offer then. Mr. Assistant Detective, this way.
Now I'll be the coolest character in the game. Man, the fact that they go the extra mile. Wait. So are those eels or... You know, something I mean, there's something odd about when you have, you know, pointy ears or something like that, then the head just clipping too. Like, it could not make holes.
What's this little device here for? Could you please let me know? It looks like a little button.
Don't press it. And yeah, why? Okay, so you too cheap to do an ID ask it for that, but you gonna do for Sparkle?
Don't push it, Lady Black Swan. Whatever you do, don't push it. That's the mutually assured destruction button that Miss Sparkle installed. Once pushed, Miss Sparkle and the entirety of Penacony will instantaneously go up in smoke. Miss Sparkle also has her own button. The second she pushes hit, you and the entirety of Penacony will instantaneously go up in smoke.
That sounds like both buttons can do the exact same thing.
Correct. Exactly the same.
Oh,
Aren't you going to ask me why?
okay. Why?
Because she is fair.
How in the world is he fair? And isn't it like a rule that we cannot actually tap when we are this little gremlin? Only glance?
This is nuts! What's this? A plush toy?
Regardless of why it's designed to look like the conductor aboard the Astral Express, this doll, is it connected to the case?
Have you ever heard of something called a red herring in detective stories? It's a fake clue that leads you down the wrong path.
You don't
I
say.
see. But when it's so obvious, doesn't that defeat the purpose?
Or maybe it's a trick.
But that's just in case you didn't realize the ingenuity of Miss Sparkle and were worried about her throwing out a random, useless clue.
I see. Thank you for your keen insight. Then, let's pretend we were misled by a red herring. This doll. Could it be connected to the case?
You don't have to play along that hard, you know.
Okay, I was straight. Can you blame me? I thought.
This notice seems like a hint for us from Miss Sparkle.
Actually, this may be a clue because one has their face. We're going to say. On the spot, oh boy.
That sounded like a story from ancient times. And why did the facial recognition system suddenly go out?
This is so her style, isn't it? Doesn't look like there are any more clues. Let's head back to the crime scene.
Next, should we pin down the identity of the perpetrator? This evidence, I've been staring at it all day, but there's nothing that can identify the perp. Lefton, that guy lost his hand. Remember Zhongshan's face was disfigured after the incident at the cliff? Right?
We barely know these guys.
I remember this one best. Wright has a broken leg.
No, legs. Blur.
Why don't we flip the question and start by asking who couldn't be the murderer? After all, there are only 3 suspects, so elimination could be a valid method.
If you put it like that, then do you already have someone in mind? Tell me, come on. So, who exactly is the murderer? I remember this one best. Wright has a broken leg. Oh, is that so? I feel like the evidence... Oh, is that so? Oh, is that so? Oh, is that so? So, who exactly... Remember Zhongshan's face was disfigured?
Poor guy. He was seriously injured and was all wrapped up in bandages to keep his good looks safe. If that's the case, then he couldn't have made it through the Goldhammer Residence's facial recognition system. That would suggest that Zhongshan is not the murderer.
So, who exactly... Lefton, that guy...
Based on the bailiff's statement, Lefton's dominant hand was seriously injured to the point where he had to learn how to live using only his left hand. Swinging that giant sledgehammer to murder someone, that must be hard for him. Probably impossible. Lefton's suspicion level can be downgraded.
By process of elimination, it seems that only Wright could be the murderer. That was easy. Let's tell the constable our answer and see what he thinks.
begin your investigation, Lady Black Swan. There are lots of clues at the crime scene that are sure to help you apprehend the real culprit.
The murderer is right.
You have answered correctly! As
Phew.
expected, you didn't disappoint, Lady Black Swan. Game rules stipulate I must tell you where the next puzzle is.
Huh? The next puzzle? I didn't sign up for this.
Looks like the key to winning lies not in the puzzle itself, but in the motives behind Miss Sparkle's strange behavior. I'm afraid this chase may just go on forever.
I have to remind you that Sparkle is a masked fool? Do you plan on finding logic in the mind of a masked fool?
That's exactly what I plan on doing. Even if it's just subjective, there must be an overall principle behind the behavior. Memories cannot lie, and hers may just understand more about her than she does herself. Right now, let's follow her train of thought and head to the next puzzle. I hope this time we can get ahead of the Bloodhound family. I want to try and avoid using my Memo Keeper powers.
Do you two need anything else?
Thank you. I don't have any for...
You're welcome.
Next up, let's interview those two...
That girl said they're always silent, but if they gave you a reaction, it means they're actually one of Sparkle. So why are you so focused on Sparkle's challenge? Or should I ask, are you more focused on Sparkle herself?
I told you, it's purely out of a spirit of competitiveness. And as a memo keeper, I also have to fulfill my responsibilities and harvest some interesting memories.
And that concludes the news. I wish you all safe and sound dreams.
Become part of the family. Raise a glass and enjoy feasts fit for a king.
Whoa, this place is a complete mess. And those two weirdos are probably here too.
There's nobody else at the scene. Seems like Miss Sparkle used the same method to send dreamers back to reality. Let's talk to those two there then.
How did I miss that one?
Oh, Detective Black Swan and Detective Sampo, you finally made it!
We don't know what we'd do without your help.
Oh, oh, that kind of reminds me. I need to kind of take the soundtrack for these games.
Why are you talking like that? Is this some sort of artistic performance that young people are into these days?
Is there something wrong with the way we are talking? Deputy Sheriff, am I talking in a strange way?
Oh, of course not, Sheriff. The way you talk is no stranger than the cat that climbs the apple tree in my grandma's backyard.
Huh. The skit this time is a modernist one.
Let's discuss this difficult case then. The victim is a galactic business magnate named Sparkle.
Her again? Sparkle really is obsessed with scripting her own death.
Oh, for the laughter. If you undercut me one more time, I swear I'm gonna kick you in the butt.
Best line ever. And please though.
Miss Sparkle came to the fashion store to buy herself a brand new tie. She didn't come back out. After a long time, the shopkeeper went in to see what was going on, but instead discovered Miss Sparkle's body. She had been strangled to death. There were 3 suspects on the scene, namely a Pepeshi shopkeeper named Wright, a Foxian gambler named Zhang Shan, and a wealthy Intellitron trader called Lefton.
Reuse, and people comment on Fatel's reusing. Not Fatel's, the creator of Fatal reusing characters. Foxy and Gam.
Our old friends.
It's not just to aid your memory. We've added more descriptions to help tell them apart.
Miss Sparkle is so gracious.
Based on surveillance footage, witness testimony, and various pieces of evidence, the killer is ultimately among these 3, and they were not working in cahoots.
You're too lazy to be a suspect, right?
Oh, for the laughter! If I talk any more with you, it'll make my pure soul filthy!
You know what? I was kind of planning to pull for Sparkle to see if I get her or not, but after this, I pull her just for this reason. Because she hates Simple. And maybe Firefly too. Or Sam. What's gonna be?
Detective Black Swan, the dossiers are over here. You can learn more about the suspects from me. I trust you will be able to cut through the hogwash and find out who Miss Sparkle's killer is.
Enjoy Clocky's pizza. Every stick of the clock is a tasty one.
Let me introduce the identities of these suspects to you. It's very straightforward. First of all is the shopkeeper, Wright. He's one of the Pepeshi people and only stands as tall as Sparkle's waist, which is often a source of teasing for him. He can get pretty salty about it.
Wow, someone even sorted that.
Next up, you have the merchant Lefton. He wants to join up with the Penacony Trading Guild and is in direct competition with Miss Sparkle. That could be a motive for killing her. Finally, there is the gambler Zhang Shan. He lost a bet to Miss Sparkle, and he had to hand over his family heirloom. It's possible he harbored a grudge against her. That's all the information we have. Do you need me to repeat it?
Sorry to interrupt your dreamscape experience, Madam Trailblazer. That segment doesn't seem to be in this dream bubble. But don't worry. I'll replay the records for you.
First of all is the shopkeeper, Wright. He's one of the Pepeshi people
Okay.
and only stands as tall as Sparkle's waist, which is often a source of teasing for him. He can get pretty salty about it.
I don't know why, but even like overthinking this, or maybe
Next up, you have the merchant Lefton. He wants to join up with the Penacony Trading Guild and is in direct... Finally, there is the gambler Zhang Shan. He lost a bet to Miss Sparkle, and he had to hand over...
And there's the tie.
That skit before said that the deceased was strangled. Is this tie some kind of joke murder weapon?
The tag on the tie reads, "Only for Imperial Master Lefton." Seems like it's one of Miss Sparkle's personal belongings.
That's not how you use the word imperial.
wait. Something doesn't add up because okay, she lost a bit, she saw, so she got these, but in the same time, this was something that she bought from the shop. Okay, what's on the legend?
There's an accounting book lying on the ground. It must have been specially placed there by Sparkle.
On the title page is written Chen Katong. Is that someone's name? A code name. Oh, I think it's the name of the owner of this book.
This Jian Katong person should be Sparkle's targeted victim this time around.
Raise a glass and feast fit for a king.
So, it's just like the first case then. Only 2 pieces of evidence. The rest hidden inside her memories again, right?
Miss Sparkle doesn't want to distract your investigation.
She doesn't want to distract our investigation? What a law-abiding citizen this Sparkle is. Why doesn't she surrender then?
Looks so stacky.
Enjoy Clocky's pizza.
The fan art is trying to act mighty. Although I'm not be surprised this sample is Palka again. Really? Really, these are reason because last.
A little stool that seems quite normal. There are 2 small footprints drawn on it in crayon.
The footprints, which are half as big as standard, must belong to a Pepeshi person.
Perhaps it's just that this person's drawing skills are extraordinary. What's that smell? Why is there a smoked red herring there?
Mr. Sampo, take a look. This is a wonderful smoked red herring.
Okay, I'm kinda curious because I know this type about like red herring and Chekhov's gun. I'm kinda curious where in the world did this phrase comes out because red herring, I think it has to be some meaning behind it that I don't get.
Somebody save me from this cringe joke.
You know, I didn't want to save this screenshot. Man, I wish I could take screenshot, but I'm gonna let this on a little.
Even among the fools I know, Miss Sparkle's sense of humor stands out from the rest.
Have you dealt with many masked fools before?
No, only a handful. After all, I prefer warm memories baked in sunshine. They're the ones that usually belong to kind people.
Huh? Kind? Man, this is a long paragraph. Wait, wait. Where is the this game?
This clock is...
Open it up and take a look.
Well, that was he.
So there's a
ring?
ring inside. This is evidence too. Why was it planted inside another device?
Because this ring was found inside the victim's mouth. We want to reconstruct the scene of the crime.
In the victim's mouth.
Hey, there's
Why?
something engraved inside the ring. Zhongshan family heirloom.
Wait, Jansen? Now I kinda lost the
That
plot.
should be it. Let's head out.
I have to thank you, Mr. Assistant Detective, but the puzzle this time is pretty strange.
Have you found out who the killer is?
Just some shallow intuition. Anyway, let's report back to the sheriff for now.
Oh, for the laughter! Didn't think I'd be seeing Detective Black Swan so soon. Was that? You found out who the killer is?
Pretty much.
You live up to your reputation, Detective Black Swan. As smart as the nest of magpies roosting in the roof of my Uncle Frank's garage.
This guy is mixing up his birds here.
Then go ahead. Who is the killer, and what evidence do you have to prove the case?
Once again, another moment of peace has passed golden hour by. And that concludes the news.
Don't.
Then please, hurry up with it! Oh, for the laughter!
Pretty much.
You live up to your reputation. Then go ahead.
Become part of the family. Raise a glass and enjoy feasts fit for a king.
Good. Then let us appreciate your power.
Harmonize existence. Serenade the glow. Get your tickets for Robin's Life is a Song concert well.
Lefton is a wealthy merchant who has been competing with Miss Sparkle for...
This tie is a piece of evidence, right?
That's right! That's the one! This tie belongs to Lefton, and it just so happens to be the murder weapon in this case. Could the evidence be any more solid than this? Lefton snuck into the changing room and waited for poor Miss Sparkle to enter before using this very tie to brutally kill her. And then he stuffed Zhongshan's ring into her mouth as a way to try and frame him. What a tragedy! If it weren't for your incisive detective work, the murderer would still be at large.
Wow, did we just get it one go?
Is something wrong here? This is too easy.
Ah.
The first case wasn't hard, but this one...
As you can imagine, the conclusions that the evidence points to are not mutually exclusive. Which means, this is probably another prank from Miss Sparkle. Mr. Assistant Detective, please feel free to point out a suspect as the murderer.
Ah, I see. Sheriff, the murderer is Lefton. The evidence is the tie, right?
Correct, Detective Sampo. I never thought you'd be able to
Huh?
deduce the truth.
Wait, you say that?
Sheriff, the murderer is right. The evidence is the stool, right?
Yes! For the laughter, how did I fail to realize this formidable intellect of yours?
Then, right from the start, there was no murderer. The evidence is the ring. Whatever, I'm just spitballing here.
Goodness me! Deputy Sheriff, is he really a genius? How could such an unfathomable mystery be solved so easily by him?
Ugh.
Look, Miss Sparkle has given us a puzzle where every single answer is correct.
Why take it so seriously? Miss Sparkle is a masked fool, not a masked genius. If it's a challenging puzzle you want, please go out there and turn right until you get to the Intelligentsia Guild. We're only responsible for providing an entertaining detective experience. Anyway, since our genius detective Black Swan has cracked the case, I will now share Miss Sparkle's next puzzle with you.
So that's it? This is just going to go on and on forever? We can't do that.
Hmm.
Then I wish you both the best. Oh yes, if you're not in a hurry, I can tell you the answers for some of the outcomes you never chose.
Just as you said, solving puzzles is all just a cover for something else. That girl is toying with us. What should we do now? Just keep getting led around by her?
Truly, Miss Sparkle is a fascinating person. She seems chaotic inside, but easy enough to understand. Like a performer on the stage or a child hungering for attention. This game will be over soon. This time, we're going to catch her.
A lot of things. Oh.
Memories seem to be different again.
Miss Black Swan, Mr. Sampo, you're finally here. I am the famed detective of Penacony, and next to me here is my assistant detective.
A murder in a locked room has left us all stumped.
As expected, another change in setting.
Yesterday, my assistant and I were visiting the famed artist Miss Sparkle, and we stayed the night. But this morning, Miss Sparkle didn't come out of her bedroom. The butler, Jean-Shan, said that the door was locked from inside, so we ought not to have disturbed her. But Miss Sparkle had never slept in so late, and no matter how hard he knocked, there was no answer from inside.
As soon as I heard, I knew something must have happened. So I acted decisively and broke the door down to get inside.
The room was covered in spattered blood. Miss Sparkle's body was lying right in the middle, her face white as snow. One look told me she'd been dead for some time.
Thinking quickly, I grabbed the artist canvas to staunch Miss Sparkle's blood, but alas, poor Miss Sparkle. She's left us now forever.
Besides us and Zhongshan the butler, Lefton the cook and Wright the driver were also at the scene of the crime. What would you like to do?
Presumably, Miss Sparkle is now carefully arranging the next crime scene, right? Why don't you skip all this rigmarole and just have a heart-to-heart conversation with me? It might tickle a little.
Wait up! Wait up!
Honest kid. I know where you are, Miss Sparkle.
No
cheating!
Huh. Mr.
I knew it.
Assistant Detective. You seem to be getting anxious.
No, it's... This locked room murder case is pretty fun. I want to guess who it was.
Let's go. Can't keep a girl waiting, can we?
Hey, Miss Black Swan, wait up! Wait up! Miss Sparkle has one final message to announce.
Ding-a-ling! Now comes the most exciting and romantic moment in any drama.
Huh?
Audience challenge. Everyone knows that the mighty masked fool Sparkle can change her appearance to look like others. And in this drama, the villain Sparkle has disguised herself as another character. So then, I put to you, which character is it? Also, if you're interested in the locked room case that the memo keeper ignored, you can try out your powers of deduction. I put lots into coming up with the puzzle, so don't let it go to waste. Thus, the masked
What is
Miss
going on?
Sparkle has thrown down the gauntlet. All the clues are in motion. Happy hunting!
What kind of message was this? So, what was?
Miss, why didn't you just do this earlier?
Such a crude approach violates my aesthetics of memory. But as a means to an end, I need to put this aside for a more indifferent process.
Enjoy Clocky's pizza. Every stick of the clock is a tasty one.
Oh boy, that was fine. You know, I'm not be surprised if they're gonna turn this into a boss actually. The most strongest and most broken one. Okay.
There's no weird, sweet dreams troop. Nor is there evidence strewn all over the place. We finally caught up with her. But what's that thing? A Bella Boggian trash can? In Penacony?
Hey! Dear Memo Keeper and Mr. Coldfeet, you made it.
I can. I'll voice with that buddy. And how is this bell ball is you have a stress can? I know this is space, but
I didn't expect you to skip the final puzzle. That's on me. Alright. Miss Sparkle cares not for the faults of ants like me. Come then, this is the final question. Listen up. What creature has 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon,
I knew this.
and 3 legs at night?
This is like the default question to do.
No murder case this time around?
Sometimes it's nice to take things easy. Come on, dear, give me your answer then.
I'm kinda tempted, but in the same time I kinda want to, you know. Because we kinda now play as her and
Since it's a classic puzzle, the answer is people, right?
Wah, wah. Wrong answer. How could it be as boring as that?
it's Saskan, isn't
The
it?
correct answer is Sparkle.
Huh?
When sleepy in the morning, she can't get out of bed. She runs about all afternoon in a fluster, so is exhausted by evening, but has to still raise a hand to hold a toothbrush. Poor Sparkle. So naturally, she's got 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 legs at night.
What the heck was that jibber jabber?
What a cute answer.
Thanks for the compliment, my dear. But you can't try to fool me, seeing as you've just tried to cheat. Wrong answer. Accept your punishment.
Oh boy. Valka, that's a boss fight. Really? Oh no. Now I'm gonna get it because I don't have silver.
Ill tidings manifest.
Say bye to breathing.
stand still.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Time for a shot. Nap time. Relax.
I'm on guard.
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Ill fate descend.
Why is that supposed to happen?
Holy smokes! What's up with this guy? He just came out swinging from nowhere. Huh? No voices? This guy's pretty quiet. Miss, let's hurry up. Flip open the lid and find the girl.
Wait. Don't move. Something's off.
Miss, you killed Sparkle.
Huh? Wait, what?
How
Wait.
is this possible? How
Huh?
can people die inside Penacony's dreamscape? In the Garden of Recollection? What did you do?
Okay, what's the deal with the coins? Huh. Okay, this is... What in the world just happened?
You did this, didn't you? Killing people in their dreams. Only the Remembrance has the powers to do that. You planned it out all from the start because she teased you and was pranking you. You wanted to kill her. Oh, I understand.
What in
You
the world?
refused to let me go because you wanted to drag me into all of this. If I don't agree, I'll end up just like she did.
What? Do she actually die? Like, okay, let's be honest. I think they're really playing with the fan base emotions, but in the same, this is a dream world, and yet to see actually someone dies in real
There
life.
is no death inside Penacony's dreamscape. That's the promise of the family and the blessing of the harmony. Not even a memo keeper can break this barrier.
Thank you for spoiling the next chapter. Although I think
There's
everyone.
no need to take such great pains. If you just want confirmation, I've already told you the answer, Miss Sparkle.
Miss Sparkle? Who are you talking to?
You. Sparkle has disguised herself as another character. Wouldn't that be you, Mr. Sampo?
This? Don't jump to conclusions! If you want to accuse me of being Sparkle, you have to provide the evidence. Oh, I'm afraid evidence is a little too hard to come by. So, deduction will do.
The hint for the final question was a little too obvious.
Oh, you mean the locked room murder. I thought you weren't doing that one.
All the painstaking effort that Miss Sparkle put into it. How could I ever miss it? The key to solving the puzzle lay in two pieces of information put forward by the detectives. First, the large splatter of blood at the crime scene. Second, the victim had been dead for some time. Based on my shallow understanding, I can only draw two conclusions. One is that the murderer did not need to create a locked room case, because a locked room always needs a reason to exist. But, based on the detective's description, this locked room did not delay the discovery of the body. There was no third party at the crime scene to frame, and the blood everywhere didn't look like a faked suicide. That being so, the murderer seems to have no reason for creating a locked room. There is also reason to speculate that if the crime scene was a locked room, then its creator might not necessarily be the murderer.
Okay, you cannot ask me.
As for my second conclusion, it's even more obvious still. When everyone broke into the scene of the crime, why did the assistant rush off to staunch the blood? A trained professional was somehow happily destroying a crime scene just to save someone who's obviously been dead a while. The answer is simple. It's because the assistant detective is the murderer. At the time, I was in such a hurry that I didn't hear the whole mystery. I tentatively speculated that the murderer had killed the victim the night before, but hadn't locked the door from the inside. And so, when he learned this piece of information, he realized that the victim had created their own locked room mystery. That's why he had to rush to the crime scene as soon as possible, to confirm whether or not the victim left any evidence implicating him. And, judging by his behavior, it probably had something to do with that canvas, like some final words. Of course, this is just a simple mind game. The answer to the puzzle isn't important. Miss Sparkle just wanted to pass on one hint to me, that the murderer is the assistant detective. Which means it's you, Mr. Sampo. I've been using this term of address, but it was you who first came up with it.
Has anyone ever told you that you're more like a detective than a memo keeper?
In my opinion, there is no difference between the two. Follow ripples along the surface of the water. Use some abilities and tricks to keep diving deeper, and touch that secret deep inside people's hearts. Salvage it, and protect them carefully. The truth does not lie. Neither do memories.
I also about that.
Exquisite reasoning, and very close to the truth. But I have another answer. Would you like to hear it?
Another answer?
So, did she admit it?
Artiste Sparkle locked herself away in her bedroom using red paint to create the semblance of spattered blood everywhere. And that assistant detective who was first on the scene, who confirmed her death, was not the murderer, but rather an accomplice who assisted her in faking her own death.
What a pity, such a pity. My dear, you were so close to the right answer. Unfortunately, the right answer is... Miss Sparkle's body. Sparkle was disguised as Sparkle's body.
That's it.
Ding-a-ling! I won!
So wait, this is
Does Sparkle's body even count as a real character?
Why not? Miss Sparkle's body appeared in all 3 of those skits just then.
It's a little bit forced, but it's fine. So, who is this Mr. Sampo, then?
Beautiful lady, I already confessed everything to you earlier on. I really didn't know a thing. I just helped a friend send a letter. That's all.
okay. Now you're lying. What's your? I mean, example. What's your agenda?
So I've been running a fool's errand this whole time.
Ah,
My dear, why so serious? Haven't you been having a great time? I have, at least.
you little
You
gambling.
take memories, and I get joy. We get what we need from each other. Seeing as we're such kindred spirits, but also such loners. Why don't you come and work with me? Ooh, we can dance ballet together.
Okay, now I get why they're
Am
cheap
I
about this.
understanding this correctly? A masked fool inviting me to work together?
Okay, this is going
A
somewhere.
show of unprecedented splendor is about to be staged in Penacony. If you're too late to take the stage, you can work behind the scenes.
Oh boy, what are you trying to foreshadow?
If you want to appreciate this drama, you have to stand up under that spotlight as you take the stage and watch the dancing envelop you. Come with me. This is the best seat in the house.
I don't really understand why you're so fixated on destroying family barriers. But, as I said before, a memo keeper can't help you. It's frankly above my pay grade.
Design what, babe? Because they're gonna mention this, but I don't think maybe next update they're gonna mention this. Like, people don't die, but this barrier makes sure that that doesn't happen.
Also, I don't consider you a loner. Oh, I don't mean him, but rather behind you.
Huh?
The one who hired you to come to Penacony probably doesn't want you secretly linking up with other forces, right?
No. Hi. Huh? Wait, what kind of bombshell is this? Wait, Sandy?
How did you know?
Memory is like the deep blue sea. But if you tried to catch 2 fish with 1 cast, you might not be satisfied with your catch.
So, you mean you're refusing?
Huh?
Memo Keeper, did you think you could just leave?
Oh boy.
Why not?
My dear, I don't want to scare you. You'll know the answer sooner or later. We're just getting to know each other a little today. If you ever change your mind, come find me at the tavern. That is, if you can find me. Let's go, Sampo? Sampo. Who is Sampo?
Huh? Wait, what?
This is Bellabug, right?
Huh? Wait, what did she pull off?
I said, why not?
Huh? What the?
Don't worry. Such a crude approach violates my statics of memory.
Huh?
So once you leave my sight, you'll be able to remember everything again. And also,
Oh boy.
I'm sorry, my dear. My dream dance partner? I've already got sights on someone else.
Wait, this was a trap all along from her. To me, I'm not sure what to take out of this.
What a special dream this has been. And did you notice its nested structure? Being part of a play inside the dreamscape, it's as weird and captivating as being in a dream within a dream.
A dream. Why do I feel this is gonna be a twist? Like, the moment we got in the continue in Penacony, that was all along a dream. Okay, what?
That's the end of Miss Black Swan's dream bubble. Are you satisfied with your experience? I also found this dream suitably fascinating. You've gained joy from it. You've gained joy from it. And Miss Black Swan surely also feels gratified, yes? If we meet again, I will pass your esteemed praise on to her. I noticed that the people in your dream were familiar to you. It's worth repeating that dreams are just dreams. And in Penacony, dreams can be processed, or even tampered with. Things in our dreams cannot be trusted, let alone in someone else's dreamscape. If there's any information that you'd like to confirm, please do so by the cold, hard light of reality. Sweet dreams.
Wait. There we go.
Really? I wouldn't do anything to her.
Don't worry about that, Memo Keeper. Let's talk about my thing. I've helped you out with everything you've asked, as agreed.
Oh, please tell me he's not gonna be. Please tell me this is the only appearance of him. Although she said that there's another one that follow her.
Shouldn't you give my mask back to me now?
He has a mask.
Since when did the masked fools suddenly start respecting agreements? Just kidding. I loved seeing that look on your face. Take this key to the tavern cellar, third barrel on the left. You never saw me. But Sampo, after all this time, what made you suddenly want to take back your mask? This doesn't seem like the Sampo I know. Let me guess. A catastrophe is coming to Urello 6. Am I right?
Okay, we're gonna go back again.
Well, no comment about that. But I love that line you said. If you're too late to take the stage, you can work behind the scenes. That really makes sense. Sometimes even an old-timer like me feels like taking the stage and making a fool out of myself.
And you're doing that all the time.
If you're out of options, please get in touch with me. I'm the kind of person who values friendship highly.
Liar.
Forget it. You'll be doing me a favor if you stay away from Bellabog. After all, the elation that Miss Sparkle seeks isn't something old Sempo can stand by.
I don't know why, but I keep confusing Elation with Erudition, the other ones. I don't know why.
Go tell Giovanni I said hi.
Fine, I'm just spitballing here. Don't take it so seriously. Why so serious?
And we back. Well, this was something I didn't expect. Like, I mean, I think I can expect because they're kind of playing too hard on this. No message. I wonder who it could be. Okay, this. That will. You're a bad actor. Oh, for me, I thought I could buy it. And okay, who's the other? Ooh, but I have a lot of. Imagine actually this DM to see the character actually text messaging each other.
A dream about eons? Preposterous.
Well, that was. Okay. Well, that was something. Oh yeah, I'm not sure what. How long did I listen? Hey, just an hour and a half. Man, I can read. Man, when I don't need to go to A to B. But hey, consider that after this quest, you know what? I'm gonna pull a temple. Let's see what we get. I don't know why, but I feel. Okay, let's see. What do we get? Maybe we get Misa. Purple. And we get another thing here. I think I have already. Well, right. But I save up for Spark. Okay, where is she? Almost.
Ah, a visitor. Please let me show you some of our local hospitality.
It still hurts. I'm kinda over. What's the... Damn, huh? Actually, how much do you give? Well... Ultimate? Who has the lowest ultimate cost? I can always. Maybe. I'm gonna check it later. Well, this was a thing. I mean, well, now I'm kinda done with the major story for this update. Didn't I finish this? Is there a page I'm missing now? I think I'm gonna check out what to do. A dual light sim doesn't feel right, but I already did the dailies. Should I do some simulated universe? There are some quests that I cannot put aside because I don't want to accidentally unlock the main story. Huh? How do I keep finding this? Wait. No, I tried to collect this.
I heard old Odie came to pick up a car.
Okay. Oh. Let me Canada. Well, that was a quest, although kind of short. Maybe I should actually try to keep this. No. If I keep this story, I maybe get spoiled later. I mean, I already got spoiled seeing in my timeline with that sparkle CG. What to do, what to do. What do you want to do? Simulate the universe? Sometimes the main story be kinda long, and so I cannot light it all the bit, but in the same I cannot just go the next day and what to do, what to do, what to do. I think this is gonna be my shortest live stream. Yeah. Consider that this has to be a video in the end. Actually, let me check the card. We're gonna check the card and see if we have visitors. Okay, I have to turn that off because it's so annoying. Wait, wait, where did... Wait, there can be more? Huh. Wait, it's... Wait. You may...
Oh, back so soon?
Huh? About the space? What? Oh. What is Will doing there? Oh yeah, I can now remember that you can see them around. Okay, where is that? Ah, there we are. How do you invite them? Wait, since when? She can visit. Let me check what else. Oh yeah, Kaka doesn't visit. Blade doesn't visit. Let me end this way. Wait, the Palke? Let me check. Who else is the Palke? Kinda. Wait. What is? Huh. The other characters, Lucha is the only one that can normal visit. Why is Alan here? I mean, is this? Is this ordered by Planet or? Actually, Intelligence Guild and Ultra Special. Actually, it's kind of odd how not all of them can visit at the end. Yeah, I can. Not can, but at the same time, again, it'd be nice if have our own card. Oh, my foot. Just no. Well, let's see what we got because I didn't visit this place. I kinda wish there was some kind of randomizer. How much? I didn't expect to end it this quick. But I think that kind of goes in my advantage in a way. So yeah. I guess Sparkle or Memon not gonna visit us. So yeah. Hope you enjoyed this and yeah, see you in 2.1 when we're gonna try to save Firefly. Maybe.
Noise.
Actually, let me give you guys a little view of my stat. Because I try to make, I know that she's, I try to make a DPS tank. All time. So I have decent shots to say. I mean, it's a 50-50 by crit, right? And somehow I still have the effect hit rate. Consider that I use a Lycon a lot. The other Lycon, not this one. And what? Oh yeah, 2 sets of fire and attack. Do she actually make more damage with the defense set? You know, sometimes I'd rather take a 4-star Lycon that can be refined 4 times that having a lot getting the gold one. Wasn't that supposed to be like an event or something that you can re-challenge that the boss master, that the one that took Firefly? Anyway. I'm kinda curious about this either animation one. It's kinda the deal. Okay, I'm not so. Actually, I should actually stop here. So I just wanted to take a look at the achievement and add one. Anyway. So yeah, tomorrow we're gonna continue with this and yeah, next week I think we're gonna go back to that side game that I have to finish it up before Enfield. So yeah, see you soon. Now to see who to raid. I almost forgot about this thing. I actually didn't need to go out this time. Anyway, while you look at the people who support me, I'm gonna look for someone to raid. No one to raid. Well, I guess I just gonna close here. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this and see you next time. No.